Every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. Wait, stop! Read that again, or maybe even 2 times, or 3 times, or 4 times. That is a really powerful quote that comes from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, which we're going to review today. But first, by way of introduction, I was running an event, and this girl comes up to me after the event is finished, and she says, "You are the guru. I would like you to tell me what kind of book I should read." And I didn't give her any book suggestions immediately. I asked her to tell me what she was interested in, what her goals and objectives were, and I told her that I would be happy to give her book suggestions based on those, but not randomly give things that I would read because it might not help her reach her objectives. And so that's why we've created this book review series, so that you can take the topics that interest you and get some insights into those books, so that you can then choose to read them or not based on whether it fits with your goals and desires and the things that you want to achieve in your life. Back to Atomic Habits. And of course, James Clear starts the book out by having a talk about his story and what he experienced and how that has shaped his discovery of the Atomic Habits and what he has done with those in order to be able to create a successful life for himself. So if you want to create a successful life, I'm sure you're going to find some tools in this book that are going to help you. The first section is called The Fundamentals, and he talks in this section about tiny changes. Very often we think we need to make huge changes in order to be able to accomplish things, and he talks about why you don't need to have huge things. An example that I will give you is of the British cycling team. They were hopeless until they were taken over by a guy called Dave Brailsford. And Dave Brailsford decided that he was going to look for tiny 1% improvements. So he got better pillows for everybody on the team. He looked for more aerodynamic helmets. He looked for a better grease that was going to help the pedals turn a little bit faster. So he did all of these tiny little things. And a team that was absolutely hopeless went from that to being the most gold medal and silver medal awarded team at the British London Olympics, which was really exciting for the team because obviously it was their home Olympics. So changes don't have to be large, and in fact, small changes are going to be better, and James Clear talks about this in the book. The next part, he talks about the first law, which is to make it obvious, and he talks about how you can make habits obvious for yourself so that you can implement them much more easily. In fact, every section is about how to take your habits and make them easier. So in the second law, he talks about making it attractive. In the third, make it easy. And in the fourth, make it satisfying. So often, as humans, we don't really know why we do the things we do. We know that we should be brushing our teeth, we should be doing all of these different things, but very often we don't. Now, brushing teeth is something completely different than, say, for example, achieving your goals, where you know that you need to put the work in. So you might be brushing your teeth, and that's fine. It's a relatively easy habit that most people have. But when it comes to not procrastinating and doing the work on your business or on your investments or whatever it is that you are working on, there are very often times where we know what we need to do, but we don't do them. And so all of these laws are going to help you to implement habits that are going to help you to take the right actions. So not just to do the things that you automatically do, but it's going to allow you to do the things that you know you need to do and actually do them, rather than know what you need to do and find yourself doing something completely different. So in this next section, we're going to talk about what you are going to get out of this book. So obviously, you want to be able to do the things that you need to do, as we just discussed. So this book is going to give you the tools that are going to allow you to make the changes necessary. So if you want to make more money, there are certain things that you need to do. You need to earn more, or you need to save more, or you need to start investing, or you need to do all of these different things. And as we said, these changes don't have to be big. In fact, it works better when these changes are really small. So you're going to get tools that are going to take you step by step through these tiny little changes that are going to make a massive difference for you. And this is what we want in life. So this is one of the reasons why I really like this book, because it actually helps you to make the changes that are required. Some books will just give you information but aren't really practical on how to do it, or won't really give you the examples of what you can actually do. So they'll talk in complicated language and not really explain very much, and not give you the how-to so that you can actually go out and do it. And that is something that this book does do, which I really, really like. And if you've read this book, I would highly recommend reading Habits by Charles Duhigg afterwards. And if you've already read Habits by Charles Duhigg, you're probably still going to get some great things out of Atomic Habits. So as I said, there are lots of easy to implement strategies, and that for me is very important. There are really good examples in the book, and it talks about slightly different things than only the things that, for example, are in Habits by Charles Duhigg. So it is a great book from that side as well. Also, James Clear writes in a very easy to understand and easy to read way. And so I got through the book very quickly and easily and enjoyed the process. So, overall, I am going to score the book 4 out of 5. And that's maybe just a personal opinion. If you want to make changes, it is absolutely an amazing book to get you on that path with really practical things that you can do. I would very much doubt that you could not read Atomic Habits and not end up having changes that you can implement in your life. I think that once you've read this book, you're going to have a new insight into why you do the things that you do. And this is, to me, really, really important, because very often we know what we need to do, we don't do it, but we don't have the tools to actually make the changes so that we can do the things that we know that we need to do. We're on this constant habit loop of wanting to make change but not achieving the change. Getting started with something but finding that we end up back very quickly doing the things that we used to do. So I think you're going to love this book. I score it 4 out of 5. I would love to know what you think. There is a link below that you can click in order to be able to purchase the book on Audible. And yeah, please do share what you think and what you got from the book. I'd love to know if you like it as well. And we are so thankful for you joining us on this book reading review. And I'm looking forward to doing another one for you soon. And remember, our catch cry here at Business Team 6 is: remember to make the switch to unlock your rich, because if you keep doing the same things, you are not going to get any new results. So make the switch to unlock your rich. There is a faster and more effective way to doing absolutely everything.